We're here at the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, Ontario. I'm Jim Hewson.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
Welcome to Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semi-final between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the New York Islanders. Toronto simply cannot afford to lose the game.
Well, if they fall behind 2 games at home, you've got to think it's lights out.
They need a strong effort throughout their lineup. You can't sit back and rely on a few guys to carry you in the playoffs. It takes the whole team to win. Here's a look at tonight's referee.
He's been around for a couple of seasons and refs a solid game. Tends to blow the whistle on the rough stuff.
Now we're ready to drop the puck for the opening faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Islanders. He gets pushed by Leach. Over the line. Cannonading shot. Saved by DiPietro. And he hangs on to the puck.
Holy cow, he got his bell rung on that one. That was a big hit.
About to drop the puck. And the faceoff is won by NYI. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Checked. Moved up. Brings it out. In over the line. Played back. Turned aside by DiPietro. NYI shoots it. They're getting ready for the faceoff. A Maple Leaf faceoff win. He gets hit by Pekka. Brings it out. Over the line. Taken out.
You can't hit much harder than that.
Nolan out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shove. Right in front. Delayed call coming up. Pekka is going off for hooking. Toronto is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in.
You want to establish a good power play early, even if you don't score. Builds confidence and keeps momentum going.
In over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. And out they come with a puck. Over the line. He gets hit by Yashin. Moved across. Bad scramble. Leg saved by DiPietro. The Maple Leafs will make a change here. Francis, heavy shot. DiPietro got a leg on it. Toronto with a tremendous power play putting on the pressure. New York likes to play a hard, physical game.
They love to press the play all over the ice, and that wears opponents down.
Have to be prepared to grind it out against this team. Face-off won by Francis. Shove.
He slammed him big time.
Renberg now with the puck. Saved by DiPietro. Shot is blocked by Yashin. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Bumped off the puck. Passed over. In over the line. He gets taken out by Renberg. Scores!
The extra room on the ice with that goal. Good power play effort all around.
Toronto is off to a terrific start.
If you can get a quick goal, you know the opposition's net is open for business.
Into the attacking zone. DiPietro turns the shot aside. Brings it out. Over the line. Sent flying.
That's what you call a big-time hit.
Up through center. Over the blue line. Goaltender stopped that. He hangs on. The players are lining up at the face-off circle. A Maple Leaf face-off win. Pass back by Newman. Pad save by DiPietro. He covers up. The players are lined up and ready for the face-off. And the face-off is won by Newendijk. Played back. Knocked over. That's going to leave a mark. Rocked. Full contact. He gets run over. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shove. Newendijk shoots. Goaltender stopped that. Belfour is a phenomenal talent. He makes saves he has no business making.
Ask any shooter in the league and they'll tell you, he's one of the toughest to beat night in and night out.
Face-off won by Newendijk. He gets leveled by Martinek. In over the line. Turned aside by Belfour. Taken out. A big, clean hit. Over the line. Renberg checked. Jim, that one had to hurt. Moved over the blue line. Shoved. Shot from along the boards by Blake. McCabe blocks the shot. Into the attacking zone. Slap shot by Renberg. Rink-wide pass. In over the line. Pekka! Brings it out. Hunter knocks him off the puck. Fitzgerald grabs it. Fires it! He misses. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Pekka shoots the puck. Belfour turns it aside. Over the blue line. He gets run over by Martinek. Tchaikovsky into the attacking zone. Shove. In front. Brilliant save. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets laid out by Martinek. Over the line. Bates gets muscled off the puck. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Wrist shot by Weinhandel. Belfour made the save. Newendijk brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Shove.
Jim, that's old-time hockey.
Goes behind his net. Brings it out. Over the line. Moved up. In over the line. Knocked him off the puck. Scramble in front. The coin moves it ahead. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets checked by Leach. Intercepted. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Delayed penalty coming up for New York. One times it. The door is shut by DiPietro. The coin will go to the box for hooking. Toronto has one power play goal already, and they'll get a second opportunity here. And the faceoff is won by Francis. Leg save by DiPietro. Brings it out. In over the line. Right in front. Brings it out. The Islanders are going to make a full change. Advances the puck. Over the line. Roberts got the puck in front. Brings it out. He scores right through traffic.
And they put one in while down a skater. That was a sweet goal.
You gotta have lady luck on your side sometimes, and they sure did on that play. A Maple Leaf face-off win. He gets pushed by Yashin. Francis shoots the puck. DiPietro got a pad on it. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line.
Hit! No ducking that one.
Brings it out. In over the line. He gets roughed up by Hunter.
Knocked him right off the play.
Leach. Centers it. Bumped by Hammerlin. Right in front. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets bowled over by Renberg. Hunter. Run over.
That'll rattle your teeth.
Over the blue line. DeCoy sends this game back to 5-on-5 now that he's left the box. DiPietro hangs on for the whistle. The puck is about to be dropped. Pekka wins the faceoff. Shove.
Real power there.
In scores!
He let go of the wrist shot, and it paid off handsomely with that goal.
That's right. You don't always have to wind up with a big slapper to get it past the keeper. That late period goal makes things tough for the other side.
No question. This game is becoming like a chess match. Move and counter move.
But the pace is a heck of a lot quicker. Right in front. DiPietro hangs on for the whistle. How do you like this guy's shooting percentage?
It's not bad. One shot, one goal.
Let's see if he can go 2 for 2.
Why not?
They're getting ready for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Neuenbeck. Rocked.
He got slammed into on that one.
Into the attacking zone. Across. Brings it out. Over the line. Shove.
This is serious.
Over the blue line. DiPietro makes the save. Brings it out. In over the line. Rubbed off the puck by Neuenbeck. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. With a wrist shot. Taken out.
That was a great check.
Brings it out. End to end. At center. Over the blue line. He gets roughed up by Karpatsev. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Blasts it. Brings it out. Coast to coast. Pass to the slot. Turned away. Brings it out. Over the line. Huge shot by Martinez. Belfort turns it away. The horn signals the end of the first. 2-1 the score.
Thank you for your generosity.
The score is close as we start the second period.
Let's see if things can open up a bit.
The action's about to start. And the faceoff is won by Yashin. Rubbed off the puck. Fitzgerald grabbed it. Yashin grabbed it. In over the line. Hard one-timer by Hunter. Belfort made the great glove save. Into the attacking zone. Run over.
That was a huge check.
Advances the puck out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Pushed off the puck. Antropov brings it out. Over the line.
Leveled. He took a big hit there.
Brings it out. In over the line. He gets run over by Leach.
Jim, that's how you earn respect in this game.
Hey, Craig, maybe he'll get the next call by having a word with the official now. This is what's got him all fired up. Have a look at this and you be the judge. The ref is ready to drop the puck. Face-off won by Pekka. Shoved. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Sent flying.
No shortage of physical play here.
It's a scramble. Rink-wide pass. Hard slap shot ripped by Caberlet. It's played across by Pekka. Over the blue line. Mowed down.
Lots of contact there.
Over the line. Saved by DiPietro. Played up. Brings it out. In over the line. Leveled. That was a heavy hit. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Mowed down.
Now that's physical play.
The shot is blocked by Renberg. Blake, New York, makes a line change. Muscled off the puck. Nolan grabbed it out of their defensive end. Over the line. In front. Rocked.
Now that was a wake-up call.
Over the blue line. It's passed over by Martinek. Leach pushes him. Right in front. Pekka scores!
The goalie had no chance on that one, Jim. Take a look at how he unloaded that wrist shot. Nice goal.
The faceoff goes to Toronto. Newendike. Kuliakovo gets leveled.
That was a hard check.
Into the attacking zone. Shot from the wing by Vinehandle. Mowed down.
Great hustle and a great hit.
Brings it up. Over the line. Shove. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Moved back. Shot quickly by Tchaikovsky. He scores!
What a sweet wrist shot right there. He just picked his spot and snapped it home.
Pekka won the draw. Run over. That hit leveled him. He gets hit by McCabe.
Sends him down.
Brings it out. In over the line. Over. Delayed penalty coming up for New York. Awesome save. Carpetsan gets called for interference.
Now he thought he'd gotten away with it. Instead, he gets a 2-minute minor.
And you can see the coach is having a word with the official because he's not happy about that call. Toronto has converted once already, and they're getting another power play chance here. And the faceoff is won by Francis. In front. Across. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Big hit.
That was a tough hit.
Passed over. Over the blue line. He gets taken out by a coin.
What a hit.
Checked.
That rattled him pretty well.
Right in front. Goaltender stopped that. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets shoved by Renberg. Nice hit. Over the line. The coin spins his way past.
The defense didn't know which way to turn.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Checked. Roberts saved by DiPietro. McCabe scrambled for the puck. Shoots the puck. DiPietro can really handle the puck.
He gets out of his crease in a hurry and tracks down the dump-ins. Now that's such a huge asset because it forces...
Ooh, what a hit! He gets bowled over by Yashin. Roberts, big glove. Quick pass up. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Rubbed off the puck by Leach. Hunter grabbed it. Flattened. Francis brings it out. Over the line. Renberg shoots. Big glove save. Intercepted at the blue line. In over the line. He gets checked by Yashin.
Great body work so far.
Toronto couldn't strike with a man advantage. Now they're 1 for 3 in the game. He gets creamed by Leach.
He leveled him.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Mowed down.
That's real action.
DiPietro denies him. Over the blue line. Hunter gets pushed off the puck. Brings it out. Over the line. Rink-wide pass. Wrist shot. Turned away by DiPietro. Knocked over. Brings it out. New York puts its third line out. Shove. Across. Fell forward. Stoned him cold. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Nieuwendyk, big hit.
He's a tough guy, but that was a hard hit.
Passed across. Bates shoots the puck. Goaltender stopped that. Passed ahead. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone.
Turned him inside out there.
Checked. Across. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Shoots the puck. Belfour got a pad on it. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shove. In the corner. He gets leveled by Martinek. It goes wide. Brings it out. Over the line. Leach bowls him over.
He delivered a message with that one.
Passed over. Into the attacking zone. DiPietro turns the shot aside. Moved across. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Brings it out. In over the line. Across. Brings it out. Over the line. Bumped off the puck. Kolyakovo moves it ahead. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Rocked. Hunter. Into the attacking zone. Knocked down.
He's taken out of the play.
In over the line. He gets taken out by Hammerlich. Moved ahead. Blake. Over the line. Rubbed off the puck. Nolan grabbed it at center. Over the blue line. Laid out.
That one rattled his cage.
Into the attacking zone. He gets roughed up by Leach. Long pass. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Knocked him off the puck. In front. Denied by DiPietro. Brings it out. Moved across by Nienema. Cranked him. Nieuwendyk brings it out. Over the line. Right in front. Pad save. Rocked. Kavasha out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Crushed.
He won't forget that one.
In over the line. In front. DiPietro freezes the puck.
This guy's looking sharp tonight. He's got one goal and a few good shots.
He's shown some pretty good energy. Look for him to get more involved. Face-off won by Pekka. Oop, post! That'll wrap up the second. 3-2 is the score as we head to the break.
Have you checked your program yet? Tonight's edition features complete rosters of each of both teams, player bios, and informative stories.
We'll see who has more gas left in the tank as these two teams get set for the start of the third period. The faceoff goes to the Maple Leafs. He gets laid out by Pekka.
That's an impressive hit.
Turned over by Johnson. Pass back. Centering pass. Stick save. Moved across. Brings it out. Over the line. Shove. Hit. Advances the puck. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Passed over. Fires! He gets in the way. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Blake shoots the puck. Stick save by Belfour. Brings it out. In over the line. Laid out. Out of their defensive end. New York puts its third line out. Leveled. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Karpatsev gets dropped.
He felt that one.
Brings it out. Over the line. Martinek gets rubbed off the puck. Renberg grabbed it. With a wrist shot blocked. Short pass. One-times it. Leg save by DiPietro. Over center. Shove. In over the line. In front. Across. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Crushed. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Rubbed off the puck by McCabe. Leach moves it ahead. Over the line. NYI. Gigantic save. The Maple Leafs will make a change here. Short pass. Quick pass up. Quick puck movement. A lateral pass. Out of their defensive end. Pushed. In front. He gets rocked by Karpatsev. In over the line. Pekka gets bumped off the puck. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets shoved by a coin. Played back. Shoots the puck. He scores, and we're tied at 3.
Jim, he knew exactly when to release the backhander there. Nice goal.
Toronto has a chance to take the lead here in the third.
They were just looking for the tie. Now I think they can smell a win.
He gets hit by Hunter.
Knocked him down.
Quick puck movement. Quick shot from the slot by NYI. DiPietro got a leg on it. End to end. Clee knocks him over. The Islanders are going to make a full change. Played up. Over the line. He gets out-muscled by Karpatsev. Long pass. Across. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Right in front. Belfour freezes the puck. This player will be able to add one more to his point total.
When he connected on that goal earlier, his face lit right up. Now he's found his stride. Let's see what else he comes up with.
Face-off won by Yashin. Played across by a coin. Quick puck movement. In over the line. He gets pushed. Over the blue line. He gets hit by Koliakovo. A solid check. Over the line. Run over. Played across. Brings it out. At center. Into the attacking zone. Fitzgerald. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Taken out.
That was an intimidating blow.
Passed up to the neutral zone. Over the line. Passed across. In over the line. Hunter gets shoved. Right in front. Huge save by Belfour.
I like what this guy's doing. He's getting into those high traffic areas and making some plays.
You don't luck into 2 points in this league. He's making things happen out there. The faceoff goes to the Maple Leafs. Moved ahead. Into the attacking zone. He gets pushed by Caberlet. Scramble! Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Renberg. Brings it out. Over the line. Hunter gets run over. In over the line. He gets taken out by Karpatsev. Moved up. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Klee knocked him off the puck. Hit. Pekka. In the corner. Bad scramble. Saved by Belfour. Over the blue line. He gets checked by Martinek.
Oh, he corked him a good one.
Over the line. Belfour turns it aside. Coughed up by Leach. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Bowled over. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Right in front. Belfour with a tremendous save. Played over. Played across. The Maple Leafs will make a change here. He gets laid out by Martinek. Quick pass up. Over the blue line. Played back. Scramble in front of the net. Out of their defensive end. It's played over by Fitzgerald. Rocked. Brings it out. Over the line. Played over by Hunter. He scores to make it 4-3. He had a tough time tracking down that shot, and it resulted in a goal.
Rebounds are a goalie's worst enemy, and he got burned on that one.
New York has created some late-game excitement.
Well, they've got the lead, but nothing's over yet. They need to be careful.
Karpatsev gives him the rough stuff.
He's really throwing his weight around.
In over the line. He gets leveled by McCabe. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Flattened. Advances the puck. A lateral pass out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Over the line. The Maple Leafs hold the goalie.
They know that this is their last chance to tie things up.
Blake scores on the empty net. Nothing risked, nothing gained, I guess.
They had to take a chance by pulling the goalie late, and that empty netter sealed the deal in this one.
Under a minute on the clock, and they're down by 2.
Tim, I'd say they're going to get ripped by their coach after this one.
The faceoff goes to Toronto. Crushed. The coin now has the puck. Great save. Fitzgerald scores.
The puck came back out, and he was ready and waiting for it.
I wonder if that one was just too little too late.
They're hoping so now. They're just barely hanging on.
The faceoff goes to the Maple Leafs. Belfort heads to the bench.
They're down by 1, but they think they can get it back.
In over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets flattened by Nieuwendyk.
Ran him down.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Checked. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Hammerlick blasts one. Shot blocked by Nieuwendyk. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Passed ahead. He gets pushed off the puck. Nolan grabbed it. And we're all done here now. New York has won it. And that puts them in front by 2 games. From the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, Ontario, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
From all the team here at EA Sports, we'll see you next time.
You